Alright, how we doing, folks? Here, Bull. I'm always going to Tuesday, find the numbers after the name. That's right, some Hardpoint. How about that, man? It's exciting for me to bring some Hardpoint over here to the game. You're going to see a little bit more diversity in terms of the games, in terms of the type of mode that I play, which is cool. You know, first of all, there's two things. You know, I've kind of gotten to the point where I've played Kill Confirm so much that I'm cool. Like, I'm willing to try out other game modes for the sake of variety. And secondly, this was from, I think, like a week or two ago, when one of the challenges was to get kills, or win objective games was the challenge, which was pretty difficult because I was playing solo for most of them, and boy oh boy did I realize how much a good teammate would help you, especially in these kind of games. You could kinda get away with it in Kill Confirmed where you play solo, but woo, in this one. And it's also pretty cool to distinguish the people that were in Hardpoint for the first time and those that already knew what they were doing. And basically the easiest way to distinguish is the people that know what they're doing, they're already at the next Hardpoint before the Hardpoint's even there. Us that are there for like maybe the first or second or third time, we ain't got no clue what's going on. So we just trying to like find the Hardpoint, and you know, we don't got no like ideas of where to like perfectly hide or whatnot. So this Type Tuesday, man, this gameplay comes down to the limits of the wall to the Y. I liked Infection a lot for Hardpoint, man. I think that they were all spread out pretty well as to where the hell they were. And check out these guys. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Then I see the guy in the corner. I got the guy behind me, and I'm like, no, what's going on? And we managed to somehow do something with him, but I still got another one behind me. No, do it. I got outside. Well, I popped. Notice I bumped down my kill streaks. I put on Flat Jacket. I think I still have Scavenger on, and I think I left Blast Suppressor on. Yeah, I would at times though if I noticed that the enemy team was or I got Engineer. Pardon me. That's exactly what I was going to go with. I would at times switch over to Engineer so I could see stuff, because a lot of teams, a lot of people will lay down all sorts of equipment, and I'd love to just take them down. And hey, sometimes that doesn't even do anything because of that. And do I have? I can't see right now, but I might have fast hands. I really messed around with my class a lot doing this, which I kind of enjoyed, you know. And I'm even playing as Ruin, who's definitely not one of my favorite specialists. But I had the gravity spikes on. I'm like, these might come in handy. It was kind of like my theory behind them. I was like, these might come in handy. I ended up also using Blitz a lot. Blitz is so good for pretty much like any game mode, honestly. You could just blitz around and get to one point or another point quicker than you'd expect. Down 18 to 67 in this game, man. Oh god. The thing is though, if you manage to hold down one or two of these in a row for a good amount of time, like the whole time, you would come back in this game pretty often. There's two ways of playing this. You know, the contract required me to stay on the hardpoint and get a certain amount of kills of attacks or defenders or whatever, and I did that pretty quickly. That was literally like 2 games. I was like, all right, that's fine. That's 2 games done. The one that took me, and I'm actually it's another. Well, let me go back, and I'll come back to that to the launcher. Why I have a launcher equipped on the back, because that's definitely not because of Hardpoint. But the rest of the contract was just win games, and I kind of since I kind of started by you know, playing so much on the objective, and I do, when I play these kind of games, I am the guy who's always capping, who's always jumping around. Like, that's kind of instinctively what I go for. But sometimes it's not the best thing, you know. Sometimes it's actually better to just kind of dodge around and be around the hard. You know, if like one of your teammates has a hard point, be outside the hard point, just making sure. And oh man, I hate missing those jumps. Just be outside the hard point, making sure that no one's coming in. You know, protecting it from outside, getting them people where they don't expect them. Maybe rush the spawn. Maybe play. Sometimes I play it a little bit like I play Kill Confirmed. You know, I say, well, I don't really care where the hard point is. I'm going after the enemy. Get your streaks, for example. That's another thing that I like to do. Get my streaks, which I know will change the game. In this case, the streaks are kind of low, so it's whatever, you know. Because I'm playing this game based off of I'm going to stick around this hard point. Now, notice how I dipped out over here. I think it's a good move. Not all of us need to be on the damn hard point every single time. One of us, for starters, should be on the next hard point. So I'm over here actually waiting for it to turn, and there you go. Managed to cap it. I really like when I cap one of these, especially in these early games when I didn't really know, like the first time playing some of these maps on hard point. Because I was guessing. I would go and be like, all right, so one hard point's here, one hard point's there. This next one's going to be here, right? And sometimes I'd guess right, sometimes I'd guess wrong. Like that one right there was kind of a guess. I knew it happened early in the game, but I didn't know we were going back to it. But I kind of figured, hey, we got the side, we got the front. Probably the thing to do. The launcher. Why do I have this crappy-ass XM launcher on me? I was working on getting it gold, you know, getting the diamond down and getting the dark matter. The good thing, the only good thing that really came out of me getting my ass kicked so much at Hardpoint was that enemies were throwing up a lot of streaks, so I was able to take them down, and I'd pretty much say I got the gold and the diamond just off of Hardpoint alone, and just how much just ass kicking I got. The enemy streaks were everywhere. I definitely did the sentry guns and the Cerberus. That definitely came because of Hardpoint, because there was just streaks everywhere around me, and I was like, I've never had streaks like this put on me in my life. Now, this little Hardpoint right here, there's a couple ways of holding this down, and I think this might be where I hold it down the whole time. But this corner is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It helps if you have other teammates around here, but with 6th Sense in this corner, you'll always know, well, unless, you know, they have the damn perk that doesn't let you see you. But for the most part, you'll always know where they're coming from, whether it's the front or the back, and then you could kind of adjust and be pre-shooting ready. A lot of people also, when they come in, they don't look this way. They'll look the other way, even if you just pop them, which I saw a couple times. You know, I would just pop somebody, they come back in, and they'd be looking at the other way. It helps if you got 2 people up here. I held it down, I think, for a long period of time, just on my own. Now there I misplayed that, because I heard the boost, and I thought that they're coming over there. But for the most part, we held that down. The team's still holding it down, you know, pretty well. At this point, what I should be doing is, hey, there's 3 people there. At some point, you have to give up and just gamble that they're actually going to be able to hold it down. Thankfully, I am. You come to this next hard point. Now, there's a genius over here who realized that they weren't going to cap that, and he decided to move over here as well. There's also a genius over here who thought he could make that jump. Wow. Riveting. Huh. Solid. Anyway, we're down 25. Not the worst. Goes up to 250. The other, actually, was this? It was an R point. Was it R point when it's contested enough? I don't remember. Maybe it was domination. I think domination. Maybe it was R point. I don't know. There's one of these game modes. I can't really tell honestly either because they can't see. But there's one of these game modes. I think it's R point where the time actually stops. And I had no clue it did. I was looking at it, I'm like, what the hell? Why does this time stop, man? Who the hell don't understand this time? You better keep going. This one to me was a little bit difficult to cap throughout the whole game. I don't play this side of the map that much. I like the middle and the other side a lot more than I like this side. I basically just get my ass clapped by people who know how to play that rock better than me. And it kind of came back to bite me in this hard point. You know, thankfully we managed to cap it long enough where all of a sudden, hey, we're only down 6-7. But I'm right heading to the church side. A, because that thing's almost over, and B, because I'm like, hey, I want to get over here, get this first cap, blah blah blah. I saw the Spectre over there. Couldn't do much about it. Got him. I almost got myself my own nade. Backed up a little bit. Got some breathing room. I do like in this hard point to stick around this top part. Obviously, it's difficult because people know where you are, and this is kind of where people expect you. But at the same time, I feel like you could look down and pop them. Sometimes I'll be at the bottom of the church as well. If there's someone up top, for example, on my team, I will definitely stay on the bottom. I'm not going to go up top there. That's his spot. But oftentimes, I'll stay here at the bottom and just kind of stick into one of these corners or something and just be ready to pre-shoot and shoot all over the place. Also, never jumped around so much in this place as I did in this game mode. I'd be jumping off like these little crates over here and be like, why can't I stay on this? What am I doing? The cool thing with staying down there is you really get to know exactly where everyone is, right? Because they're either up top, which you'll see if you have a teammate or whatever, or if you're down low, you'll see, hey, it's contested. You look around, you say, well, it's contested, but hell, if I know who's contested, there's nobody here. Odds are they're probably up top. So I think it's a clean way to know that what is exactly going on. It's not the most difficult to earn big streaks in. I felt a lot better in Black Ops 2 at doing it. And I haven't said that I haven't played this one enough to fully gauge my love affair with Hardpoint in this game. But in Black Ops 2, I felt like I could play Hardpoint and get, you know, a Wraith and a VSAT fairly easily. In this game, it was a little bit more of a challenge for me. It also, I think, is a testament to how reckless I played a little bit. But it adds up, you know, the point of them. You'll notice that's why I put the UAV in the counter, because it adds up pretty quick as to what you're doing, especially if you're capping something. All of a sudden, you get like 200 points for that. You get 100 points for the kill. Maybe you get a double kill. You know, it adds up pretty quick. The UAV to me was important because I wanted to know where everyone was. I had ideas where everyone was. You obviously know where the next hardpoint or the hardpoint is, so you kind of have a feeling for where they'll be, but it's still nothing really replaces exactly knowing where they are. The opposite of that is the counter UAV, which I think makes the enemy's life a bit of a pain in the ass. In this case, I was actually trying to push up because I thought they were going to come over there and just pop me. I don't want to sit in the corner like I did last time, since they may have known that. Probably should have sat in the corner, though, and brought him to me. I haven't said that wasn't, I don't know. I thought it was a decent enough move, but clearly it didn't pan out. I think the counter to me is very important, unless they're shooting it down. Then in that case, you're screwed. But in this case, I don't really remember hearing these guys taking it down too much. It's pretty helpful, you know. You don't let them know where we are. That's pretty big towards the game mode, you know, towards like what you're doing. Bad right there, bad. I wanted to click on to the sentry gun, and I misplayed it, and thank goodness gracious. That to me right there was the game-winning kill, by the way. That right there. Because guess what? That guy kills me. I don't get to put the sentry gun down and knock off one whole side of the map, and he manages to take the hard point. So now we're up to about 11. I got a sentry gun aiming one side, probably aiming the wrong side. Hopefully I flip it, but I'm a little bit nervous about flipping it because, hey, you never know. Looking, and at this point, I'm just kind of trying to hold down the fort. I have no real interest in taking over, but I see that whole spawn's there, and I'm like, you know what? Risk it, put it down there. This guy's coming through the backside, popped him. It's contested. I'm like, oh no, this guy got over here, called the damn spy plane. Spy plane. UAV, got the counter. Alright. I'm feeling pretty confident about myself. And I think that was a great play right there. And honestly, that was a 50-50 gunfight. Just happened to go my way because that guy was putting in work on me. Like, that wasn't... That guy probably should have had me. In all fairness, it was 50-50. I think that was about as 50-50 as we could get a gunfight on the channel. Where that guy was just gunning down for me. But that, to me, was the kill of the game. Because if they take over that, they could easily catch up / pass us, and then we're going to the church with them with the lead. There's so many factors in Hardpoint, man. It's really a great game. I love watching it competitively. It's probably one of the few ones that I do enjoy watching competitively. But, man, am I a fan of it. 59-24. Rips their heart out. Rule. Hope you have a great Tuesday, everybody. Deuces.